Hello everybody, this is Hop2, the Hippity Hop, bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. And just recently, I've been getting a bunch of emails from you guys, sending me tons of replays, and it's actually quite hard to choose which replays to play, or which replays to cast is what I meant to say actually. And I really, I'm pretty crunched for time right now, so I'm going to do my best to just cast a bunch of replays that you guys sent me, instead of actually doing games myself, because I'm going to be quite busy during this week and whatnot, because of school, life, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to be casting a game, and this is going to be a game that Bornasasin sent me, and I think I did a replay of him towards the beginning of when I started my channel, so pretty early. He sent me a replay and did a cast of him, and this is him. I think he made it into the Platinum ladder, so congrats to Born, facing off against a Platinum player. So this is going to be a TVT. TVTs are always fun and interesting to watch. Mirror matchups, I don't know what it is about mirror matchups. They're always just kind of interesting. It's a lot of people call it rock, paper, scissors, but really, in essence, it's really up to the player's skill, because both are playing Terran, as you can see. Both are the same race, so it's basically whoever has the best skill, whoever has the most skill, is going to triumph over their opponent. And we're just going to see here as Gunnho is going to be the opponent here. Did not really introduce him, so let's actually start over and say Bornasasin spawning up here on Xel'Naga Caverns as the red Terran, and Gunnho spawning on the bottom position as the blue Terran. Looks like, you know, Bornasasin coming in here doing a little bit of scouting, seeing that Gunnho is going to be getting that gas at a pretty good timing. Barracks is coming up, and the second barracks is also coming up as well. But Bornasasin is going to be getting that gas, so I'm pretty sure we're not going to be seeing any early aggression. Excuse me. And actually, Gunnho sending that SCV out just a bit late. I think he was actually harassing this SCV building the barracks as well. The Marine is going to be coming out as well as for Bornasasin. And whoa, little weird probe pathing there. Not probe, the SCV pathing went a little crazy there. But yeah, let's just bring up the production tab, because that is one good thing to have up. Orbital command going up for Gunnho, as well as Bornasasin getting that just a little bit late, but it's okay. And whoa, a second gas coming up, so Bornasasin definitely is going for something gas heavy from the looks of it. And right now, Gunnho just really isn't doing much. He's just macroing up. Let's just look at the harvester tab. So yeah, Gunnho really is going to be building a bunch of harvesters right now. Bornasasin a little behind because he did opt to get that orbital command late, but that is going to be just fine. As you can see here, just a couple Marines are going to be coming out, and it's just a reactor. So we're going to see reactor play from this barracks. Most likely mass Marines. Maybe get stim packs on this other barracks with the tech lab, but I'm not too sure. I don't play Terran, so I'm not the best at commentating Terran versus Terran games. I just know that there will most likely be siege tanks and Vikings for that extra vision, that +1 range for the siege tanks. But for the time being, looks like, oh, here we go, a factory is going to be coming up for Gunnho. As well as for Bornasasin, yep, there is that factory as well. So yeah, most likely going to be seeing those good old siege tanks. They're going to be splitting up this map in half if it does end up going to a macro game. And that's always fun to watch, because it's all about positioning, all about when you move your tanks and when you unsiege them, and it just can take so many different scenarios. A lot of crazy things can happen. Looks like a couple Marines are going to be coming up here to see that there are a few more Marines up here than they thought there would be. So one almost dying, and oh, nice micro by Gunnho, actually picking off one of the Marines, and whoa, that's his ribs and his helmet. Just such great detail by Blizzard, putting in those death animations. So cool. So reactor is coming out. Oh, so we're actually going to be seeing some Hellion play. Looks like Gunnho did opt to go for the 1-1-1 build, while Bornasasin did some sort of variant for it, I'm assuming. Yeah, there is that tech lab. Still not opting to get that stim just yet. He is just Bornasasin. Whoa, Bornasasin. There's my Asian side coming out. Bornasasin is just a bit supply blocked, but it will be up shortly. Let's see. Is he actually gonna get the siege tanks? I'm not too sure. Yeah, from the looks of it, nothing is really being produced out of the factory. He does have a bunch of gas saved up, though. Let's see here. Yeah, Gunnho actually making good use of his gas. Oh, actually, switching that factory with the starport, he's actually getting medvacs out, so we might be seeing some drop play. That is interesting. Fun stuff. Drop play is fun. As you can notice here, this is actually pretty good placement of supply depot to see if any drops or anything will be coming in this area as well. one lone Marine standing here to see when the timing of that expansion will be built. Looks like looks like Bornasasin is going to be scouting out that there is going to be medvacs coming in, possibly 4-drop engineering base coming up as well. And there still is no starport for Bornasasin. Looks like he's going to be sticking with heavy ground, Marines and tanks, which is what you see a lot of top Korean players go. Pretty much just all Marines and tanks and Vikings. Good stuff to see. I'm still not getting that orbital command on this expansion. I don't think Bornasasin is opting to get that expansion anytime soon. I think he is more inclined to do some sort of attack from the looks of it. He is getting a bunch of forces, and yeah, he is just getting that. He is just getting Marine shields now. I actually would recommend Stim more than the shields, just because as a Zerg player, Stim can be just so devastating. Just horrible things can happen if Marines do have Stim. Those drugged up Marines do fire very quickly. Siege mode is going up for Gunnho, but I don't think. Oh yeah, okay. So Bornasasin already got siege mode quite a while ago, and looks like Bornasasin is now just building that expansion. And he does have a single siege tank out. So let's look at the unit counter here. So we got 14 Marines, 12 Marines, pretty even. One tank, and yeah, everything is pretty even except that Gunnho did opt to get those medvacs, possibly, probably just support for his Marines. Oh no! Looks like he is in fact going to be doing a drop. Whoa, my mouse freaking out there a little bit. But yeah, he's going to be moving out very soon, and that time is right now. So let's see if, oh, actually, Bornasasin, perfect timing on that sensor tower. Building that sensor tower, so he's going to be seeing any drop play coming in very soon. Nice placement of the turret as well. It'd be nice to see a couple turrets kind of around his production facilities, just in case they do get kind of taken down somehow. Man, Marines with shields just look so cool. Look at that. Awesome to look at. But it looks like Gunnho is not going to be opting to go out and attack, just because there is that sensor tower, and Born will be able to tell when that attack is coming. And so far, it looks like Gunnho didn't actually move his command center just yet. And yeah, I don't see too much aggression coming out. There are the Marauders that you do need to snipe out those tanks. And yeah, on the unit counting station, so far everything looks pretty similar, except that Gunnho does have just one more SCV, which isn't going to make too much of a difference. But he does have 3 mules on the field, so Born just slightly sleeping in the macro. They're not really getting too many mules. And oh, I think he sees this. Yep, Bornasasin does definitely sees this. And this is why I was saying he should have gotten Stim first. He could have stimmed and taken this out so quickly. But Gunnho not paying attention might lose this medvac, and those medvacs are going to be perfectly fine. Oh my goodness, that's actually really close. Almost not fine. Wow, that medvac is at 30 health. Very close. Opting to back out, which was a very smart move. He could have lost tons of money, tons of units. And now Bornasasin does have a nice siege defense going up at its expansion, as well as busting a bunch of mules. And it looks like Stim is going to be just finishing now for Bornasasin, as well as does Gunnho have Stim? Gunnho does not have Stim or anything for his infantry, so that's kind of a blunder. That might actually come back to bite him in the butt. But for the time being, it looks like the Terran players are just going to be turtling up, building up their forces, getting their expansions and whatnot. And oh, I guess I missed it, but maybe Marines were chasing the medvacs, and oh my gosh, let's take a look at the units lost. Yeah, he actually did lose all those Marines in the medvac, so sorry, I actually missed that, you guys. Those Marines actually were able to take down those that medvac, and only 3 Marines are alive now. And it's quite unfortunate. Looks like +1 armor is going up as well. I think he already got that +1 attack, so yeah. Bornasasin is looking pretty good here. Looks like he is moving out with a small squad of Marines. And there is a tank out, so he has to be a little careful here. But I think he's going to be able to clean this up if he just decides to attack. Maybe if he stims as well. These guys are just going to be chasing him. But now, it looks like they both have a pretty decent army. Let's look. Oops, I actually paused the game. Sorry about that. Income tab here, yeah. So the income tab is pretty similar. Both doing pretty good. Getting their workers, doing their thing, harvesting those minerals. Always something what you want to do. And Gunnho actually has this is actually a pretty dangerous position. He only has 1 tank here. If Born actually did opt to move out right now, he'd be able to crush this forward position really easily. But now that there is a second tank, I think Born would be a little more hesitant to do that. And yeah, this is really nice sensor tower play that I mentioned before. And with these sensor towers, you're gonna be able to tell whenever there's some kind of drop or anything coming along the way. And it looks like Born is now opting to move.